So we're gonna come for having number two. This is the fourth video of the parallel universes and Twitter going crazy. I'm gonna read a couple more comments and then I'm gonna explore: do we travel to other universes in our sleep? All right. So KS says Donald doesn't have a rat nest come over in the other universe. Okay, I like her, but I'm not gonna reply because it won't let me. All right. AAW. How do you get that universe? Because this one sucks. Take me with you. I'm going too. To be young again would be nice. Now, I liked his comment, and that's why I said take me with you. I'm going too. Um, I gotta give this guy a thumbs up because user 6293, he said there was no Big Bang. The only reason I'm gonna give him a thumbs up is because the truth be told is I'm not sure if he's wrong or right. I don't necessarily believe in the Big Bang Theory. I believe in the beginning God created the universe and on the seventh day he made rest. Now a lot of people might not follow that, and if you don't go to church and everything, I get it. MJ, um, MJ. Now you go backwards in time. Oh, excuse me. Now you go backwards in time. Punch throw a reverse time. Hit fast forward, and come back out in our past, and bam, time travel. I like that. That sounds like a plan. And if we could do that, we could probably fix some of the CFs that we have in this dimension. Um, the same guy, CM, replied to him, no such thing as a paradox. And reviews, CM, he's not a bad guy. He's just not an open-minded fella. Sorry, CM. But I do believe in paradoxes because Star Trek also deals with paradoxes. That's why I was thinking about the parallelogram, but I meant to say paradox. But anyway, you know, I think some people have response just because someone has to be negative to weigh out the positive. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. That's just the way the world works in general. Um, user, did I go to this guy already? Yes, I did. User 6293 again. God said, my kingdom is not of this world. So now you know there is another one, another plan. Got to give him a thumbs up for that too. Because that is true. The kingdom of heaven is not here. In the words of Thor, I knew it. I love E. I love your thought process. And I do, because I think that way sometimes too. And I'll be honest with y'all, I do honestly think that there are parallel dimensions. Not just one, but thousands, millions, maybe billions. I'm not going to round it out to like 52 like DC. Marvel has it where there's so many different Earths, you know. I'm kind of going to go with that. Our Knight, yeah, call it Democrats don't know what happened to Hillary's email. I don't know. Let me see what his replies with people. Okay, somebody called him a clown. Um, in return, your comments have nothing to do with the subject matter. Blah blah blah. Someone told him to get a life, and they called him a white boy, go to school and learn some trade or something. Wow. People really don't like this guy. Or if the Russians help Trump with the election. Wow. Did you change in considering changing even remotely? Look at the changes and vote. Okay. And another guy, you and your doppelganger are both stupid. Nice. I'm going to let them have it because there's nothing I can really do for the guy. I can't even save him. LD Witherspoon. And not even Witherspoon, it's Weatherspoon. See, I can't read. Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3 were not enough inside information to keep living. We shall see. I agree with that because I actually like Back to the Future too, and they did some very salient points also. But the thing about time travel and interdimensions, it is only as fracked up as the person writing the story. And that's the thing we have to take into consideration. So now let's get to the guts and glue of this video so that I don't have to make a fifth one, which I probably will because this is an interesting topic. So the guts and glory is when we go to sleep, do we leave our bodies and go live other lives in other worlds? And no one really knows because there's no way of questioning anybody who's ever actually died. Because most people, when they come back as spirits or whatever, they only come back to warn us or to watch us and make sure that we don't do anything stupid. So, it's kind of a give and take thing. But I'm going to put it to you this way. If we do live our bodies and go to other different dimensions and live, what pulls us back to our horrible lives if you have a horrible life here? Because I have a horrible life here. And if I could live anywhere where I could be happy doing what I want to do for the rest of my life and it'd be paradise, I wouldn't come back here. Unless I can make this world that world where everything I ever wanted to do, where my YouTube career took off and everybody loves me, where every time I make a kung fu movie, cash the check. Every job that I want to do, like if I wanted to be a superhero for Disney, cash the check. That was homage to Anthony Mackie. But that's what I would rather be doing than little YouTube videos or cleaning toilets, which I have to go do tomorrow. But I want to be happy. That's the main thing. And making movies make me happy. That's really the only reason why I want to make movies, because I want to be happy. I'm not really trying to break into this business for money. Fame would be great. I want all the girls, mostly just one. But fame would be great. Success would be better. And I would want to stay successful, and I want to stay working until I can. Like, in other words, when I'm about to croak, I want to work as long as, like, whoever is the oldest soap opera actor. And I'd much rather be on TV than in the movies. And I know you guys are thinking, but the movies get paid more. In case you just missed what I said, I make movies because they make me happy. But I'd rather be on TV because you get to see more of me. You understand? Excuse me. If Netflix or Apple TV or Hulu or Peacock or whatever other bloody streaming service there is out there took a chance on me and said, we're going to give you a show. We're going to give you whatever you want. And let's say, for instance, it was the Disney show. And it's like, so you want a show, you want to work for Disney, you want to be a superhero like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because it's going off and I really wanted to be on that show. Let's say we're going to make you John Strongbow or whatever the heck his name is. It's American Eagle. The only problem with that is that I'm not full Native American. However, a lot of people don't know that. They do now. But, now in the world of representation, I might get a chance. And, I'd much rather be the Scarlet Spider from a different dimension where I'm not a clone. But, that would sell. But, I'm probably just a little bit shorter than Tom Holland. I'm definitely a lot older. But anyway, I would much rather be making movies that make me happy versus I have a really good paycheck versus I have happiness. So in another dimension, there's a James who's a police officer somewhere. And to you, buddy, good job for sticking it out. There is a James in another dimension who is a soldier. Because that was my plan, to never come home outside of a body bag and just be a soldier until I die. There's a James that's that soldier. And again, I will be the first one to tell y'all, especially if you don't believe in God, that God has a plan for us all. I wish his plan would hurry up and come to fruition for me because the life I have right now really sucks. But, God has a plan for us all. And you just have to keep praying and fighting. And I intend on fighting for this dream until I die. But anyway, if I have happiness in another dimension and I could switch dimensions with that person that's happy, not the guy that's not happy. There's a James that's a award-winning actor. Damn right, I would take his life in a New York minute. Not kill him, but swap places. Part of my Love 13, while we're on that, so I need you guys to pray that Page Publishing gives me a shot. Um, Part of my Love 13 happens to deal with interdimensional travel, where there is the guy who's in love with the girl who's the anti-hero who becomes the hero. Um, his double was living in. They switched places, and then when they switched back, the guy who was living in our world came back for a visit and was murdered. And so the guy who was living, the real guy from our world, was living back and forth and had to explain everything because his world was under turmoil. And I didn't go too deep into that, but if Page Publishing wants to give me a job in Love 13 Cells, we can make offside things about that, but we'll get someone else to type it while I dictate it, and go from there. I'll get a co-writer to help me write it and everything. But anyway, I have a mind full of fascinating stuff up there. All I need is a chance and a door open. But anyway, if we leave our worlds when we sleep, because you remember most of your dreams, or you remember certain parts of your dreams, but you don't remember all of your dreams. I remember a bulk of my dreams, and that could have been done from having concussions as a child or other incidences. And I also believe in magic, and I also believe in dream walking, and we're going to have to make a fifth video because of all the stuff that I just mentioned going off a track. But all cultures have these things. So if it's not magic and if it's not science, we don't know what it is. But for for dreamwalkers, for instance, dreamwalkers, as I said in the third video, have the ability to leave their body and invade dreams and go cause havoc or whatever. They get to play jokes or whatever. But when Native Americans did it, it was mystic magic, where if you were white did it, it was witchcraft, which was shunned by white people, which is, I think, the only culture that shunned dark magic was white people, because voodoo magic was black magic, and it was by black people, and if you didn't know what you were doing, you did not fuck with it, where in most cases, people dealt with it as best they can. Asia also had different magics, but I kind of count Asian magic as Native American magic because their magics are kind of the same. The only thing is that in Native American folklore, there are no dragons that I know of. I could be wrong because Native Americans do originate out of Asia, but evolution, stories get lost, things get changed, and no one truly knows what drove the Native Americans to wander off in the first place. And maybe, we're going to go on a stretch here. I'm going to piss you off now, and especially if you're tribal, because maybe there's a hint of truth of what I'm about to say. Maybe Native Americans originated in Asia, but not in our Asia. Maybe when they crossed the land bridge, they were in another dimension, and they walked through that dimensional portal, which put them on the land bridge, which dropped them off in Alaska. Well, here's one better. They were from Asia in our world, and they walked to the land bridge. As they crossed the land bridge, they went through a dimensional wormhole, and it shot them back further in time, and they popped out on Alaska, which for them they thought was only a few minutes, but wound up being 20,000 years before they ever even were thought of. And then they were in America and had always been there that way. Hey, look, you're talking to a guy who once thought Native Americans all came from Atlantis until my Korean friend, IQ, um, IQQ, actually, or IQK. I couldn't spell his name if he paid me to. Was the son of a preacher. Corrected me in my ignorance in my culture. Well, that half of my culture, anyway. Ah, damn it. Okay, there's still some in there. Well, it's kind of on my pants now, but anyway. Freaking, the whole point of the matter is, if these things do exist, what's next? Find out in the fifth and final video. Thanks for watching. If I could stop the damn thing.